Hi, my girl. You want to do some jumpies? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well. Today, I'm in the arena and me and this one, if you can't tell, that's Eve. Last weekend was Easter weekend, and on Easter Monday, I jumped her for the first time for the second time since October. And she was really good, very keen, but I'm not gonna complain about that because it's better to have a horse that's a little bit too keen than a horse who doesn't wanna jump anything. She has never refused anything, and she seems to really like jumping. And it's a great way to vary up our dressage training and our hacking. It's just another useful skill for her to have as a potential sales horse. The idea is going forward, I'm gonna try to jump her once a week. If it doesn't happen every week, that's okay. It'll all depend on the weather and how she is in general. We had quite a difficult lesson yesterday. It was one that we learned a lot from, but it started out very tense, and I was getting tense and frustrated, and I want to kind of put that behind us and do something super fun today. And I know she enjoys jumping, so I'm currently just letting her explore the arena. She seems super chill and relaxed, and she's having a poop, of course. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll include some clips here that my coach was nice enough to take when we were jumping last Monday. Editing Kaitlyn here, coming in just to roast myself and show that I too am not above making ridiculous faces when going over fences. I was expecting her to add, and when she didn't, it kind of took me off guard, even though the stride was actually quite nice. And thankfully I slipped my reins a little bit so she didn't get caught in the mouth, and I didn't quite get caught behind, but yeah, my face just kills me. And yeah, let's get on to the fun. She's looking like a right old jumper pony. My saddle actually fits her really well. So Madame and I are just having our walk warm up, and I can tell that she's much more chill today than she was yesterday, because when I got on yesterday, when I say she was doing the thoroughbred power walk, she was doing the thoroughbred power walk. So I just want to give a little bit of context for what you're about to see. Currently, because we are asking her to work more in connection, or proper connection and consistent connection when we do our dressage rides, when I'm not asking her to be in consistent connection, I want to have very little contact. So that's why right now I have no contact at all, literally on the buckle. And as I do my trot warm up, you'll see that I'm not asking her to connect at all. If she has moments where she softens, that's of her own accord, but it's not something I'm asking for. I'm just keeping the slow, steady pace and an even gentle, light contact. But the goal is going to be more focusing on rhythm than having her in connection, because obviously when they jump, they need their head a bit higher anyway. So yeah, her frame or her headset is going to look a little bit different than it did in the last video that she featured in, which was my April barn vlog, I think. Basically, I just want to keep things as black and white for her as possible, and she is a lot more relaxed when there's a very light contact, so that's what we're doing. So let me show you what I've set up, because I'm not going to do a course today, but I'm going to try to string a couple of jumps together. So I've got 3 jumps set up and then some trot pulls. So I'll start her warming up over the trot pulls, and then I've got this little vertical, if you can even call it that, it's actually lower than the cross rail, on the quarter line, and then I've got a bigger cross rail across the diagonal, and then a cavaletti across the diagonal. I'm not sure if I'll jump all of them, but oh my goodness, really? It's hard work. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to jump all of them. I just want options. So something that I find really fascinating about Eve is that when I first started teaching her trot poles, she found them very confusing and hard to read. But this video shows how much better and more steady and even she's gotten through them. She's definitely more speedy going the other way, but it's all a work in progress. So this direction going to the left is definitely her weaker rein, and something that has really helped recently was having the saddle fitter out. So she was able to assess that Eve's right shoulder is way less developed than her left shoulder, and that is very common with racehorses. They're often one-sided, and one of the longest and most kind of patience-consuming aspects of retraining a thoroughbred is working with them consistently to ensure that they build up the same level of muscle on their weak side as they have on their strong side. So Eve's weakness in her right shoulder was causing my body to slip more towards the right, and this has pretty much only been an issue when we're actually going to the right. So what happens is my weight gets shifted into my outside stirrup, and then that causes her to find it very difficult to actually bend around my inside legs. So what we've done is we've adjusted the saddle, and I actually put my right stirrup up a hole, and it's made an incredible difference. And I hope that it continues to while I build up my fitness and get stronger for the horses that I ride. Now on to the jumping. Enjoy! So I'm gonna debrief a little bit more with my camera after, but I'm just beaming. She was so good. We're just cooling out by going on a little hack. We jumped the bigger jump twice, and I'm furious because she was going a bit too fast in the pivot, and I didn't think to look to see if the pivot was tracking. The pivot lost us, so she did a really beautiful jump over it the second time, and I don't have it on video. She was epic. Once we get jumping, she doesn't really want to walk or trot for that matter, but in the canter she's super level and steady, so it's just something that's going to come with more time and practice. But she really does seem to enjoy it, which it makes me so happy. But yeah, I'll catch up more in a little bit. I just wanted to bask in this adrenaline, especially after the it's not that it was a bad ride yesterday, it was just one of those rides that's tough on you mentally because you have a vision for what you want it to be, and the horse is just not there mentally in the way that you were hoping that they would be. We think that she might be in her first cycle of the season because she was also similarly tense on Thursday when I rode her, and today it's like the complete opposite. She's so chill and so good, and this is her first time in the field since the winter. And thanks to this beautiful weather that we've been having, it's mid-April and we're hacking in the field. Normally we're not able to hack in the field until like mid-May at least, so I'm happy to get just a couple of days in. But you can see how chill she is. I was talking to my coach yesterday, and we might take her and another horse to the trail that we took Merlin on last year, so that would be super cool. And things like this remind me of how much I love this mare and why I love her, because she just went from being super hyped, cantering in the arena and jumping, which she seems to really enjoy, to being on the buckle in a 30-acre field. field. And guys, I just brought her out in the big rock in the field for the first time, and she walked up on it. First ask. What a good girl. You're so good. Will you go up on it again for mommy? Good job. Well done, my girl. Well done. Now let's go home. Yes. Let's go in. You're such a good girl. And this is a huge improvement from last year. I mean, it might be the fact that she just jumped, but last year she was super good hacking, but whenever we would like turn towards home, she would start walking a lot quicker and I'd need to pick up a bit more contact. And today she's super chill. She's feeling good. So I am looking and feeling absolutely disgusting on the outside, but on the inside I am smiling and I'm still buzzing from how awesome Eve was. She was so much more relaxed than she was last weekend. Like, she wasn't tense or nervous last weekend when we jumped. It was more that she was excited because she hadn't done it in a while. Today she felt a lot more settled, and even though she was still very keen, and once we got going, like once we started jumping, she didn't really want to do anything other than jump. So getting her back, like trotting into fences right now is not really a thing, but I think we're gonna get there with time as she starts to settle more and relax, because it was the same thing last summer when I was jumping her a little bit. The first couple of times she was very keen, and then as we got going along, she relaxed and settled. So the thing is that she doesn't actually rush to fences in the sense that like she gallops towards them. She starts cantering and she stays at a really nice pace. And if I stay off her face and just trust her that she's not going to take off on me, which she's never done, she normally finds the jump in a pretty nice stride, and her technique is improving with every single jump school. And I didn't end up doing the cavaletti. I'm not sure why, but old style cavalettis like this make me a little nervous. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to my standards and pole blocks. I didn't film anything really over the last little bit of March and the beginning of April because the weather was so gross. This weekend has paid off, and I've actually gotten a lot of motivation and filmed 3 videos and been super active and motivated with the horses, which is great. And I'm hoping to keep this momentum going until I go to Kentucky. So hopefully I'll be able to film another maybe video or 2 before I go there, so that I'll have something to upload while I'm in Kentucky. And then beginning of May, you're probably gonna have 2 or 3 Kentucky centered videos coming to you, because if Eve has given me one thing, it's an appreciation for racehorses and how athletic and incredible they are. I still don't agree 100% with racing and a lot of the practices that go along with it, but Eve has really made me realize that for as many terrible people that there are in racing, there's also some really incredible people who love and care about their horses. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and hit the like button if you want to see more. It really does help me out. I can't believe how much this channel has grown since the beginning of the year. It still boggles my mind. And I promise one day I will get better at staring at the viewfinder of my camera rather than the screen. It will happen. Maybe not in the next video, but at one point this year I will get better at it. And my camera is gonna die, which is my sign. So enjoy your day, have a wonderful week, and don't forget to give your horse or pony a hug or a kiss the next time you see them. Bye!